How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I got some errands to run and I got something very important I got to take care of, and that is the annual smog check. Not for the XB, but for the SLK. I'll go over some basics with smog. It may differ obviously in your state, but some of what they do here in Las Vegas. So yeah, before I get started, if you could do me a huge favor, go hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Definitely would appreciate. Also follow our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Links are in the description below. Let's get started. Just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody that's been watching the videos. Definitely do appreciate it, and I get a lot of questions about different cars I have in the garage or things that we worked on. I answer them as fast as I can, so thank you so much for your patience, but really appreciate the views, likes, and comments. But yeah, today I'm going to be taking the SLK out for something that I really need to do right away. Now, I need to take it out for its annual smog. Like any good car guy or any good person, I procrastinate the last minute. The registration is literally due tomorrow, so I need to get this done today. Now, normally you just start the car, go and get the smog done. In my situation, a little different. I disconnected the battery, so I have it on a battery tender, and as of last night, to make sure the battery's good to go, because the car sits for long periods of time. And now I need to take it out for a spin, make sure all the monitors, sensors, and everything are set. That takes about 50 miles worth of driving, so I need to get that done. So before I get started, I need to go ahead and plug the battery back in, bolt everything down, move this car out, then move this out and go for a drive. Now it's going to be kind of fun driving this around for the afternoon, because the headliner's sagging, among other problems. This car sits, people always wonder, did I abandon the project? No, I've just been real busy with life, and a lot of this car is in need of dire maintenance, but this needs to get done and addressed right away. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drive it like this and kind of let you know how the smog process is here in Nevada. It's pretty straightforward, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
A few inches later. A lot of boring math later.
Sitting in here in traffic. It's only about 1:30 p.m. so I don't know. Oh, the Prius in front of me is going slow. But yeah, there's some traffic today. I don't know why. But yeah, just to show you the mileage on the car, right there, as you can see it, it's 33,360 or 61 now, original miles. Most of the mileage on this car was from the first 4 or 5 years of ownership when my mom still drove it. She used it as her everyday car to get to and from work, and then after I think 2003, 2004, 98, right after the 5 years was up, it kind of just sat. I put the car together for her, you know, dressed it up aesthetically for her, just as fun, and you know, me being a car guy, I can't leave anything alone, but I made the car reversible back to stock. But anyways, I'm gonna focus on driving, and I'll check back in later.
One pathetic sob story later.
So I took the car out for about a half an hour drive to try to do the drive cycle, and I forgot to bring my code scanner. Now you might ask why you need a code scanner. If you're new to all this, it's to see which sensors are set and which ones aren't set. So before you go over to the smog shop, you know, if you just swapped your battery out or whatever, you want to do what's called a drive cycle. Now with the drive cycle, every car is a little different, every manufacturer is a little different from what I'm learning. The Mercedes, there is no set instructions I could find online. Other cars like my Scion and my previous Mustang, there is an actual guide how to do it. But generally, you'd want to finish that before you go get smog, because all your sensors need to be set, or the smog place will reject. Once it reads, it'll reject the test. And this is for, you know, all OBD2 vehicles. So this is my scanner. I already ran the scan on to show you. So other things have been done already, but the cat has not set yet. The sensor for the cat has not set yet, and then that doesn't really matter, but yeah, so generally a couple of things not set yet.
2,000 years later.
So after 45 minutes of driving, trying different things, the monitors aren't setting. I went back home and looked at different ways, drive cycle procedures, and there's no specific way I could find online. The closest thing I could find is I have to drive at 43 miles an hour for 3 minutes, and then again between 47 and 55 miles per hour for another 3 minutes. So that proves kind of hard. Can't do that on the freeway, very unsafe. So I've been thinking in my brain which roads I can take here in Las Vegas to do it, and there's one road where it might work, so I'm gonna go try that out. But I'm just driving the car around right now to get the catalytic converters hot, try to get this to work. I'll check back in if this actually does work.
1 winter later.
So after driving up and down Sunset Road behind the airport for about 15-20 minutes, going back and forth, the recommendation is 3 minutes at between 47 to 55 miles per hour. I was trying to do 50. There's a couple lights between there, it just depends on your luck, but I finally got one pass through at 50 miles an hour, and I actually made it to 3 minutes. And so let's see how it did. I'm pretty confident that it'll pass, so let's take a look. Let's go in here, enter. Monitors incomplete. There's 2 left. There was 3. So we got 1 more done, which is good. So let's go to I am readiness. Let's see here. All right, catalyst, okay. That's not applicable. So the 2 that I have is evap and secondary air system. So you're wondering, all the oxygen sensors are done, so we're good there. So you may be wondering, don't I need to clear all the codes? For Nevada and how old this car is, fortunately I can get away with 2 monitors not being set, and those 2 are okay. I spoke to the smog guy when I swung by when I was doing my drives the other day, and he said, yeah, as long as you only have 2, you're fine. 3, no. So I'm good there, fortunately, with Nevada. Now, Nevada has a little loophole for older cars. It is, if the car is 20 years or older, you can actually register for hot rod plates, which gives you smog exemption. That's something that I always planned to do, but unfortunately, due to my procrastination, the laws on it changed. To have hot rod or classic plates, you actually do need to have insurance that shows that the car is a classic vehicle. The reason for that is because a lot of people were abusing that. So people with older cars that went past smog, they would get these plates, and the rule is you're only supposed to drive 5,000 miles or less a year on a self-affirmed affidavit that you sign. People were bending the rules and breaking the rules, so unfortunately they had to update the law. That's my own fault. I know a lot of people that are grandfathered in, but 5,000 miles or less on this car is no problem. This thing sees maybe 200 miles a year, so we're good there. But I have to get quotes on classic car insurance. But now that I've passed smog, I'm okay, and I'll look into that for next year. But yeah, really happy that the car passes smog, drives great. Obviously there's still maintenance to be done, so it could run smoother, but it still drives good, except for the headliner issue. It's kind of annoying, or pretty annoying, but yeah. So next step for me is to go get the smog. I'll be right back once I get the smog results. All right, this is the next morning. I went to take the SLK out for a warm-up drive and went and did the smog, and the results are in, and I am very happy to announce that I actually passed smog. So you can see here, pass. So this year has been a little bit more of a pain than usual. The car has been sitting. I haven't driven at all or rarely started, so the battery died. So I had to charge the battery and then go through the drive cycle. Unfortunately, I didn't drive the car a whole lot, and the drive cycle for a SLK or a Mercedes is a little bit different than most cars, usually Japanese cars and domestic cars. For me, I just drive the car around for about half an hour to 45 minutes and through traffic and then on the freeway. And usually the monitors and everything sets for this car, it's a specific set of instructions. The hardest one for me living here in Vegas was you have the monitor for the catalytic converter to set was you have to drive between 47 to 55 miles per hour for 3 minutes straight. There's only like a couple roads you can technically do it on around where I live, so found one and it finally set, so I was real happy about that. But other than that, the drive cycle I will list in the description if you're wondering about how to have your SLK pass smog if you have one of these. But yeah, this hasn't been the most fun thing to do for the past couple of days. It's quite annoying driving with the headliner sitting on your head. But yeah, it's all done. So the car passed smog. I'll go ahead and pay for registration. Thankful that it's all done, so I don't have to deal with it for another year. But yeah, that pretty much concludes today's episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment down below what you think. I know this one's kind of an impromptu. I didn't really think this one through. So until next time, you guys take care. Thanks so much for watching.